Welcome to my channel, Travel the World. From the vibrant coral reefs teeming with life to ancient cities steeped in history, our planet is adorned with extraordinary wonders. These treasures, shaped over millennia, have captivated explorers and storytellers for generations. But the world is changing, and many of these iconic landmarks face a precarious future. Join us as we journey to 20 such wonders, each facing the very real threat of disappearing within our lifetime. The delicate balance of nature and the relentless march of human progress are now locked in a delicate dance. Climate change, deforestation, and rising sea levels are just some of the forces reshaping the face of our planet. The consequences are stark, and for these 20 wonders, the clock is ticking. Over the next episodes, we'll witness firsthand the challenges confronting these remarkable places. We'll hear from the scientists and local communities working tirelessly to protect them, and learn about the innovative solutions being employed to mitigate the threats. It is a race against time, a struggle for survival that will determine the fate of these irreplaceable treasures. This is a story of both hope and urgency, a call to action for us all to appreciate and safeguard the wonders of our world before they vanish forever. Off the coast of Australia lies the Great Barrier Reef, a realm of unparalleled beauty and biodiversity. A kaleidoscope of colors explodes beneath the surface, a vibrant metropolis teeming with life. But this delicate ecosystem is under threat. Rising sea temperatures are causing widespread coral bleaching. Stressed coral expel algae, turning ghostly white. The consequences of losing the Great Barrier Reef are profound. The fate of this natural wonder hangs in the balance. Venice, a city born of the sea, a masterpiece of human ingenuity and artistry, has captivated hearts for centuries. But rising sea levels, driven by climate change, are increasing the frequency and severity of flooding. St. Mark's Square is increasingly submerged, its iconic basilica threatened by saltwater. The Mose Project offers hope, but Venice's future remains uncertain. The Amazon, a vast emerald tapestry, is the largest rainforest on Earth. Home to 1 in 10 known species, it acts as the lungs of our planet. But this natural wonder faces a grave threat from deforestation. Agriculture, logging, and mining relentlessly nibble away at its edges. This destruction impacts the intricate web of life relying on the rainforest. Fires, often started for land clearing, further decimate the forest. The future of this irreplaceable ecosystem hangs in the balance. We must act now to protect this natural wonder for future generations. Nestled between the arid landscapes of Jordan and Israel lies the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth. This hypersaline lake, renowned for its buoyancy and therapeutic properties, is slowly disappearing. The Jordan River, its main tributary, has been reduced to a trickle. Water diversion for agriculture and industry has caused a dramatic decline. Year after year, the Dead Sea shrinks, its shoreline receding at an alarming rate. Sinkholes threaten infrastructure and tourism. The Dead Sea's future hangs in the balance. The rugged peaks and pristine valleys of Glacier National Park in Montana stand as a testament to the awe-inspiring power of nature. But these icy giants, once symbols of permanence, are now vanishing at an alarming rate. As global temperatures rise, these frozen reservoirs are melting faster than they can replenish themselves. The very landscape of Glacier National Park is undergoing a dramatic transformation. It is a call to action to address the root causes of climate change. We journey to Africa, to the highest peak, Mount Kilimanjaro. Its summit, once a permanent fixture of ice and snow, now paints a stark picture of our changing climate. The iconic ice cap is vanishing at an alarming rate. Over 80% of the ice cover has disappeared since the early 20th century. As temperatures rise, glaciers recede, leaving behind bare rock. The melting ice feeds rivers that sustain life for millions downstream. The time to act is now, to curb emissions and protect our planet. Our journey now takes us to the azure waters of the Indian Ocean, to a nation facing an existential threat. The Maldives, a tropical paradise of over 1,000 coral islands, is renowned for its pristine beaches and vibrant coral reefs. But this idyllic nation faces a perilous future as rising sea levels threaten to engulf its very existence. The Maldives is the lowest lying country on Earth, with an average elevation of just 1.5 meters above sea level. As global temperatures rise, melting glaciers and thermal expansion of seawater are causing sea levels to rise. For the Maldives, even a slight increase in sea level could have devastating consequences. The encroaching sea is already eroding coastlines, contaminating freshwater sources and displacing communities. The Maldivian government is constructing seawalls, relocating populations, and exploring innovative solutions like floating cities. The future of this island nation hangs precariously in the balance, a stark illustration of the disproportionate impact of climate change on vulnerable communities. The plight of the Maldives serves as a powerful reminder that climate change is not a distant threat, but a present reality with tangible consequences. The world watches with bated breath, hoping that this paradise found can weather the storm and inspire action to address the global climate crisis before it's too late. We travel now to the Bay of Bengal, where land and sea intertwine. Here lies the Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world. This unique ecosystem is a haven for biodiversity. The Sundarbans acts as a natural barrier against cyclones. Its roots stabilize coastlines, mitigating rising seas. But this vital ecosystem is under threat from rising sea levels. Deforestation fragments the forest, making it vulnerable. The consequences for the Sundarbans and its communities are dire. Protecting this ecosystem is crucial for biodiversity and livelihoods. Madagascar, the world's fourth largest island, is a land like no other. Separated from Africa for over 160 million years, it has evolved in complete isolation. Its forests are home to an astonishing array of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. Lemurs swing through the canopy while chameleons stalk their prey amongst the leaves. But this extraordinary tapestry of life is under threat. Madagascar's forests have been disappearing at an alarming rate. Slash-and-burn agriculture continues to eat away at the forest edges. The precious habitat is now fragmented and shrinking. The loss of these forests has a devastating ripple effect. Madagascar's unique biodiversity is intricately connected. As the forests disappear, so do the livelihoods of millions of Malagasy people. The future of this extraordinary island hangs in the balance. The challenges are immense, but there is still hope. Communities are working tirelessly to protect their forests. Conservation organizations are working with local people to manage resources sustainably. The fight to save Madagascar's forests is a race against time. Rising from the Pacific Ocean, hundreds of miles off the coast of South America, lie the Galapagos Islands. This volcanic archipelago is an evolutionary cradle, a living laboratory where life has played out in complete isolation. Charles Darwin found inspiration here for his theory of evolution by natural selection. Giant tortoises roam the volcanic slopes, while marine iguanas bask on sun-baked rocks. Blue-footed boobies perform comical courtship displays, and flightless cormorants are a testament to adaptation. Climate change is warming the waters, disrupting the marine ecosystem. Scientists are working to protect the island's unique biodiversity. The Galapagos stands as a reminder to protect our planet's precious ecosystems. At the southern tip of South America lies Patagonia, a land of immense beauty and raw wilderness. Towering peaks pierce the sky, their icy summits reflected in glacial lakes of extraordinary blue. These are the Patagonian Andes, home to some of the largest ice fields outside the polar regions. But these icy giants are now in retreat, their advance slowed by a warming climate. Rising temperatures cause glaciers to melt, contributing to rising sea levels. The plight of Patagonia's glaciers is a stark reminder of climate change. The Florida Everglades, a vast and intricate network of wetlands, have long been a sanctuary for a dazzling array of life. Here, alligators lurk beneath the surface, while wading birds stalk the shallows in search of prey. But this delicate ecosystem, once teeming with life, is facing a multitude of threats. Urban development encroaches ever closer, fragmenting the landscape and disrupting the natural flow of water. Pollution from agricultural runoff adds further stress to the delicate balance of the Everglades. And as if these challenges weren't enough, the rising seas, driven by a changing climate, threaten to inundate this precious freshwater habitat. The consequences of inaction are dire. The Everglades provide vital habitat for numerous endangered species, including the Florida panther and the American crocodile. They act as a natural filter for water, ensuring the quality of the water supply for millions of people. Yet the future of this American treasure hangs in the balance. a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the urgent need for conservation. The Taj Mahal, an enduring symbol of love and loss, stands as a testament to the architectural genius of a bygone era. Its gleaming white marble, intricately carved and adorned with precious stones, has captivated visitors for centuries. But even this monument, built to withstand the test of time, is now facing a new and insidious threat. The air above Agra, once clear and vibrant, is now choked with a noxious haze of pollution. Factories and vehicles spew out a constant stream of exhaust, while the burning of fossil fuels releases a cocktail of harmful chemicals into the atmosphere. This toxic brew, carried by the wind, settles upon the Taj Mahal's pristine surface, slowly eating away at its beauty. The once pristine marble, now stained and discolored, serves as a stark reminder of the corrosive power of pollution. Acid rain, formed when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides dissolve in rainwater, further exacerbates the problem, etching away at the intricate carvings and threatening to irrevocably damage this architectural masterpiece. The fight to preserve the Taj Mahal is a race against time, a challenge to balance economic development with the preservation of our shared cultural heritage. Snaking its way across mountains and deserts, the Great Wall of China stands as a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. For centuries, this monumental barrier has guarded against invaders, a silent sentinel against the tides of history. But even this seemingly indomitable structure is now facing an array of threats that threaten its very existence. The relentless march of time has taken its toll. Erosion, driven by wind and rain, has slowly worn away at the wall's foundations, while the freeze-thaw cycle of the seasons has caused cracks and fissures to appear in its once impenetrable facade. The very elements that the wall was built to withstand are now conspiring to bring about its demise. Yet nature is not the only culprit in this tale of deterioration. Human activity, often driven by a desire for profit or convenience, has also left its mark. Sections of the wall have been dismantled for building materials, while others have been damaged by careless tourists eager to leave their own mark on history. The challenge now is to find a way to balance the needs of the present with the preservation of the past, to ensure that this iconic symbol of human endeavor continues to inspire awe and wonder for generations to come. The Congo Basin, a place of immense scale and extraordinary biodiversity. It is the second largest rainforest on Earth, stretching across 6 nations in Africa, home to the elusive okapi and mighty forest elephants. But this natural wonder is under threat. Deforestation, driven by logging, mining, and agriculture, is tearing through the Congo Basin. The fate of the Congo Basin hangs in the balance, urging protection. In the Indonesian archipelago, where volcanic islands rise from the Flores Sea, lies Komodo, a land lost in time. This rugged island is home to the Komodo dragon, the world's largest living lizard. These formidable predators, reaching up to 10 feet, are apex predators in their domain. They roam the arid landscape, their forked tongues tasting the air for prey. Their hunting strategy is a testament to their patience and raw power. The Komodo dragon, a symbol of this island's ancient lineage, faces modern threats. Tourism brings habitat disturbance and pollution. Climate change threatens nesting grounds and prey species. The future of the Komodo dragon hinges on mitigating these threats. The Alps, a majestic mountain range that has captivated humankind for millennia. Towering peaks pierce the sky, their slopes cloaked in forests and meadows, their summits capped with shimmering glaciers. These icy giants, formed over millennia from compacted snow, are more than just a beautiful sight. They are lifeblood of the region, feeding rivers, shaping the landscape, and regulating the climate. For centuries, these alpine glaciers have stood as silent sentinels, enduring witnesses to the passage of time. But now they are sounding the alarm, their once imperceptible retreat accelerating at an alarming rate. The culprit? A warming planet, a consequence of human activity. As global temperatures rise, driven by the increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, these icy giants are melting away at an unprecedented rate. What were once vast rivers of ice are now reduced to fragmented tongues, their once imposing presence diminished. The consequences of this glacial retreat are far-reaching. Melting glaciers contribute to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities worldwide. They also impact water resources, as the steady flow of meltwater that feeds rivers and sustains ecosystems dwindles. The Alps, a symbol of enduring strength, are now a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet in the face of a changing climate. Here, in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, lies the island nation of Tuvalu, a place seemingly untouched by time, a jewel of turquoise waters and pristine beaches, home to a people who have lived in harmony with the sea for generations. But this idyllic paradise faces a challenge unlike any other. Tuvalu, along with its Polynesian neighbors, is on the front line of climate change. As global temperatures rise, so too do the oceans. The very existence of this nation, barely larger than a few square miles, is threatened by the relentless advance of the sea. The highest point on Tuvalu is a mere 15 feet above sea level. Every high tide, every storm surge, brings the ocean closer to the homes and livelihoods of the Tuvaluan people. The land, already scarce, is becoming increasingly saline, making it difficult to grow crops and access fresh water. The future of Tuvalu hangs in the balance. The world watches as this tiny nation faces an existential threat, a stark reminder of the power of nature and the consequences of a changing climate. Here in the arid heart of California, a surreal landscape unfolds. Twisted, gnarled branches reach towards the sun, casting long, skeletal shadows across the desert floor. These are the Joshua trees, the ancient sentinels of Joshua Tree National Park. For millennia, these remarkable trees have thrived in this harsh environment, enduring scorching summers and frigid winters. Their resilience, however, is being tested like never before. The very climate that nurtured these giants is changing, growing warmer and drier with each passing year. Rainfall, a precious commodity in this arid land, is becoming increasingly unpredictable, leaving the Joshua trees parched. Young saplings, vital to the future of the species, struggle to take root and survive in this harsher climate. The consequences of these environmental shifts extend beyond the fate of a single species. The Joshua trees are keystone species, their presence shaping the entire ecosystem of the park. Countless other plants and animals, from delicate wildflowers to the elusive desert tortoise, depend on these giants for survival. As temperatures rise and rainfall patterns shift, the delicate balance of this desert ecosystem hangs precariously. The fate of these iconic trees serves as a stark reminder of the far-reaching impact of climate change, even in the most unexpected corners of our planet. On the outskirts of bustling Cairo, across a sea of modern development, we find ourselves face-to-face with antiquity. The pyramids of Giza, colossal monuments to the power and ambition of the pharaohs, have stood for millennia, silent witnesses to the ebb and flow of civilizations. Yet even these enduring symbols of the past are not immune to the pressures of the present. From the vibrant coral reefs teeming with life to the silent majesty of ancient monuments, our planet is adorned with wonders both natural and man-made. These treasures are increasingly fragile, facing an uncertain future. But there is hope. Communities and nations are mobilizing to protect our shared heritage. Scientists work tirelessly to mitigate climate impacts. Conservationists protect endangered species and habitats. Sustainable practices ensure cultural site preservation. By raising awareness and making responsible choices, we can all contribute to a brighter future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.